Welcome to Alpha Reality. Let's get straight to it. You're here because you're tired of guessing. You're tired of the mixed signals, the does she or doesn't she anxiety, and the missed opportunities. You want clarity. The problem is, most guys look for the wrong signs. They look for the obvious, Hollywood level, I like you moments. But real attraction, genuine attraction, is almost always subconscious. It's not a decision she makes, it's a reaction she has. Today, we're cutting through the noise. We're not talking about she smiled at you. We're talking about four undeniable, psychologically backed indicators that a woman is genuinely interested in you. These are the things she only does if she likes you. The first sign is what I call the gravity effect. This is proximity, but on a whole different level. It's not just that she ends up near you, it's that she actively, and often subconsciously, maneuvers her environment to be in your physical orbit. Think of it like this. In any social setting, a party, an office, a group hangout, we all have a personal bubble. We protect this bubble. But when a woman is attracted to you, her subconscious mind views your bubble as a place of comfort and desire. So she will consistently find reasons to enter it. You'll be talking in a group, and you'll notice she's suddenly standing right next to you instead of across the circle. You'll be at a bar, and she'll position herself shoulder to shoulder, even when there's other space. This isn't just about being close, it's about orientation. Her body, her feet, her attention will be physically angled toward you, even if she's talking to someone else. It's an unconscious tether. Now, a lot of guys will write this off. They'll think, oh, it's just a crowded room, or she's just being friendly. But here's the difference. Watch for the removal of barriers. When she likes you, she will subconsciously clear the path between you. If she's sitting next to you, she'll move her purse from the space between you and put it on the other side. If she's holding a drink, she won't hold it in front of her chest like a shield. She'll hold it to the side, leaving her torso open to you. These are tiny, animal-level signals that she is receptive and wants to close the distance. It's a massive green light. If you've ever noticed someone constantly ending up in your personal space, and it felt different, do me a favor and hit that like button. It's not an accident. The polite person keeps a respectful distance. The interested person breaks that social rule because the pull of attraction is stronger than social convention. The second sign, and this one is absolutely critical, is the vulnerability gambit. This is the moment she intentionally steps past the wall of small talk. Small talk is a script. We all use it. How was your weekend? This weather is crazy, right? Work is busy. It's a social buffer that means nothing. It's safe. But when a woman genuinely likes you, she will actively break that script. She will offer you a piece of her real self, and it's a massive test. She'll share something personal, something a little embarrassing, or a genuine opinion that goes against the grain. It might be, I'm actually really stressed about my family right here, or this is going to sound weird, but I'm a huge nerd for niche hobby, or even, I'm not as confident as I look. I get really nervous in big crowds. Why does she do this? Two reasons. First, she's testing you. She's vetting you. She wants to see how you'll react. Will you laugh at her? Will you be dismissive? Will you try to fix her problem immediately like a robot? Or will you actually listen, show empathy, and make her feel safe? She's seeing if you're just a surface-level guy, or if you're someone she can build a real, emotional connection with. Second, she's inviting you to do the same. She's opening a door and seeing if you'll walk through it. This is a huge deal. Most men fail this test. When she says, I'm stressed, they say, oh, you should try yoga. Wrong. She doesn't want a solution. She wants connection. The correct response is, that sounds tough. What's going on? This shift from polite fiction to personal fact is one of the most reliable signs that she's not just being nice, she's actively trying to build a bond. She is only taking this emotional risk with someone she is, at some level, considering as more than just a friend. And this is so important. I want you to really let this sink in. If a woman shares something personal with you, she is handing you a fragile piece of herself. How you handle that moment can determine everything. It's the ultimate filter. If you've ever had this happen and you weren't sure what to do, let me know in the comments below. No judgment. It's a tricky situation, and it's one of the biggest signs guys miss. They think she's just complaining, when in reality, she's auditioning you for a more important role in her life. Now, the caveat is obvious. Don't confuse this with simple oversharing. Some people just have no filter. The key is the context. Is she telling her life story to the whole room, or is she pulling you aside, lowering her voice and sharing it just with you? That exclusivity is everything. It's a deliberate choice. All right, so we've covered the subconscious physical pull, the gravity effect, and the intentional emotional test, the vulnerability gambit. These next two signs are where she goes from I'm interested to I'm invested. The third sign is what I call future tense framing. This is when she starts, casually and consistently, inserting you into her future. Now, I'm not talking about her planning your wedding. This is far more subtle. It's a linguistic shift. Pay close attention to her wording. A friendly person will say, "Oh, you like that band? That's cool." An interested woman will say, "That band is playing in town next month. We should go." A friendly person says, "You haven't seen that movie? You should watch it." An interested woman says, "Oh, you have to see it. We can watch it this weekend." See the difference? It's the leap from you and I to we. She's doing this, again, for two reasons. Subconsciously, she's already visualizing you in her life, and it's slipping out in her language. She's already picturing you two doing things together, and she's just saying her internal thoughts out loud. But consciously, it's another test. It's a low-risk way to gauge your interest. When she says, "We should go hiking sometime," she's not just suggesting an activity. She's tossing a ball and waiting to see if you'll catch it. How you respond is critical. If you say, "Yeah, that sounds cool," and change the subject, you've dropped the ball. She'll likely retreat. If you say, "I'd love that. Are you free next Saturday?" You've just confirmed mutual interest and made it real. She is literally handing you a blueprint for a date. All you have to do is read it. This is not something women do with guys they see as just friends. A friend zone conversation is full of "you should" or "I might." An attraction conversation is full of "we should" and "let's." This is one of the clearest signs she's ready for you to make a move. If this analysis is helping you see these interactions in a new light, do me a solid and hit that subscribe button. We go this deep every single week, and you don't want to miss the next one. It costs you nothing, but it helps the channel a ton. Now for the fourth and final sign. This, to me, is the most powerful. It's the protective reflex. When a woman genuinely likes you, she becomes invested in your well-being. Her empathy for you goes into overdrive. She stops seeing you as just some guy and starts seeing you as part of her team. This manifests in small, protective, and supportive actions. For example, if you're in a group and your friends are roasting you or giving you a hard time, she'll be the first one to jump in and say, "Hey, leave him alone," or "That's not nice, he's great at X." She'll defend you, even when the threat is minor. She's aligning herself with you against others. It also shows up as active support. She won't just listen to your goals, she'll remember them. She'll be the one to text you before your big presentation at work and say, "Good luck today, you're going to kill it." She'll be the one to ask, "Hey, how did that difficult conversation with your boss go?" She's tracking your life. She's paying attention to your struggles and your wins. This is an enormous indicator of emotional investment. Indifference is the opposite of attraction. You cannot be indifferent to someone you're genuinely into. You care if they succeed, you care if they're happy, you care if they're okay. This protective, supportive instinct is a fundamental, almost primal sign that she sees you as valuable and worth protecting. The caveat here is to distinguish this from a person who is just universally kind and motherly to everyone. The key is focus. Is she this way with every guy in the room? Or is her support, her defense, and her attention hyper-focused on you? If it is, you're not imagining it. That's real. So let's recap. We have the gravity effect, her physical orbit, the vulnerability gambit, her emotional test, future tense framing, her linguistic invitation, and the protective reflex, her emotional investment. These four signs, especially when you see them in combination, are not a coincidence. They are a pattern. They're the subconscious mind screaming what her polite social self might be too shy to say. These are the green lights you've been looking for. They are your invitation to act, calmly, confidently, and with the knowledge that the interest is almost certainly mutual. If you made it this far, you're a legend. Drop a 100 in the comments so I know who the real ones are. That's all for today. We'll see you in the next one.